Well, hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Short Science, the place where it's never too long in, well, it's science. Today in class, we opened up this can of worms we call physical and chemical properties. In our research, we identified that physical properties are those properties that are very easily observed by using the senses. You can see it, you can touch it, you can taste it. You get the idea. Physical properties are also sometimes those properties that you can measure: mass, density, and height. Last but not least, those physical properties do not require matter to change in order to observe them. Now, on the flip side, we talk about our chemical properties, and those are a little bit more difficult to work with. Those are the types of properties that you can only see when it is actually happening. You know, it's sort of like an ability that it has, and you can't see that unless it's doing it. Last but not least, your chemical properties do deal with changes in matter. So physical, easily observable with the senses, no change in matter, and we can measure them. With our chemical properties, got to see it happening to know it. Definitely involves a change in matter and sometimes an ability. Well, tonight we've got the old school but famous Diet Coke and Mentos experiment. In this experiment, we will be using very simple Diet Coke and what we call the Mentos. In this experiment, I will be dropping an entire sleeve of Mentos into the can, the bottle that is, of Diet Coke, and it will be producing some sort of a change. So we are going to be progressing from our chemical and physical properties into the world of chemical and physical changes. Well, I'll see you in a minute once I get prepared, and we will use our skills of properties to identify what type of change we're about to see. See you in a minute. All right, so we're just about ready for the Diet Coke and Mentos world famous demonstration. That's right from my own garage. It's the only place they'd let me do it. But anyways, we're gonna be taking an entire sleeve of this delicious candy known as Mentos, and we're gonna be dropping the entire sleeve inside this bottle of Diet Coke. Your job is going to write down every single observation of every property that you can think of. What chemical properties, abilities might you assume about the Diet Coke? And what physical properties do you know without a doubt that the Diet Coke and the Mentos have? I'm going to show you that in class a little bit more closely. In the next segment of tonight's video, we're going to do the experiment. You're going to use your observations, your properties that you've listed, and you are going to make a prediction. What type of change, physical or chemical, have you observed? We'll then sprinkle in a little bit of research. We'll come back to our predictions, make an adjustment, and I will unveil the secret of the Mentos and Diet Coke demonstration. See you in a bit. Well, hello and welcome back to the next segment of our show. And this is the moment we've all been waiting for, man. That's right, the world famous Diet Coke and Mentos experiment. Your job as you watch this demonstration is to be able to identify, are you seeing a physical change or are you seeing a chemical change? So without any further ado, go. Experiment number 1, 3, 2, 1. Not bad, not bad. Let's do that again. Experiment number 2. Thinking to ourselves, chemical or physical change. 3, 2, and 1. Yeah! Woo! And run number 3. Here we go. And in 3, 2, 1. Woo! Well, that's a nice episode of Short Science. Hope you enjoyed the lesson, and well, we'll see you tomorrow in class. Thanks, guys. All right, here's the aftermath, the part you need to use to identify with the before and after. Are we looking at a physical change or are we looking at the chemical change? As you can see with the bottom of the container, there's our Diet Coke and a lot of Mentos at the bottom and a couple of loose Mentos that my son did not manage to eat sitting on the table. Well, once again, I'd like you to go back to the drawing board, make all your physical and chemical property observations, and then go ahead and make that decision. Physical or chemical change. See you back in the room, guys. Thanks.